spawning up in the top left of this fresh series. For Onside Gaming, it is Solar. The standard Zerg. And his opponent, anything but standard, a master of chaos. The smiling assassin, Dragon Kites Gaming's herO. In the blue. Solar going to be going for a... 15 hatch? Ooh, was he too greedy? No, he's good. 15 hatch. He went 14 drones, and then spotted for where his opponent's probe was. He really wanted to not get hatch blocked. That is cute from Solar. It does mean he's a little bit larva capped for a moment, so it is a little bit inefficient, but I think it's closer to a standard play than the Eric opener, so I think it's a little bit less. I honestly am not sure, because being a larva capped is a weird, it messes the math up a lot. We can see the spawning pool is quite late. Quite late. This is interesting. This is interesting. I do think the benefit is still worth it in terms of getting the hatchery down at the natural. Now, we can see the queens won't start until, 2:05. So ideally, not even ideally, just in a normal scenario, you want them to start at 2 minutes. You want your spawning pool to finish at 2 minutes off of a hatch first. That's just how you want it to go. But Solar kind of embracing the dark mantra of, I just want to get my hatch down at the natural. And that is a mantra that I am a big fan of. Now, this is really interesting. Twilight Council out of herO. herO does not go for this style very often. I would go so far as to say almost never, in fact. He is pretty much a Stargate player through and through. So this could fool his opponent a little bit. Now, first Adept is going to head out onto the right side. Will shade forward. Will be a stalker behind us. Solar. Oh, he is going to be able to get into the main base, though. And he will scout this. It's going to be Blink. Okay. Solar did click the assimilator. And he sees, all right, 3 probes still mining gas. Ooh, herO. Oh, this would have been a cool play for herO to send the probe off the gas. He could have sold this as resonating glaives. Now, does Solar identify this? If he does, you actually would want to go +1 melee. Massling is for sure the play against this. Oh, this Overlord going to survive for a little bit longer. It should go down. There's no safe zone here. Wait. What? Yes, there is. Okay. Oh, he gets in here. This is going to be a Blink all-in. This is going to be 6-gate Blink. Solar is reading this as Adepts, which is probably best case scenario for herO, because especially with it being 2 gas, this might be a, 3 Ravager defense, which would be horrible, to be honest, against Blink Stalkers. Now, okay, it is going to be 5 roaches, so maybe he does know what this is then. Oh, it's so unfortunate for herO that he didn't kill this Overlord, that it actually got away. Okay, a lot of roaches being produced. I think Solar does have the read. He stopped at 39 drones, which is appropriate. Not going to get supply blocked. Is building additional Overlords here. This one Ling is actually really nice, too. It's going to force a warp in at some point. Oh, well, okay, if there was any question, it's absolutely been figured out at this point. Spinecrawler starts up. Overlord will go down. We are going to see Roach getting instantly sniped. The thing is, Roaches against this are not necessarily the play. Lings are what you want. Queen, by the way, does get sniped with high energy. That's a big loss. Really like this Observer, by the way. It spots everything. Ling counterattack on the other side of the map. We should just see, I think just a second to depth is enough to hold this. Stalker retention is everything here, by the way. Roach is being sniped down. We are already going to see the hatchery. It will fall. Honestly, Babylon is probably the best map to bust out this 6-gate blink all in. Ooh, Ling's going to try and wrap around from the back. Oh, they do get a good surround on these units. Corrosive Vials trying to connect on the War Prism, not able to do so. herO is dancing back with the Stalkers, but you need to save every single unit to be able to make this work, and Solar gets just enough on top of this to break all the momentum. This was starting to look really good for herO, but in order to make this work, you need to retain every Stalker for like 3 minutes straight almost. And herO wasn't able to do so. Solar gets on top of everything, and he is going to crush this attack. He's going to try for a Desperation Dark Shrine. But Solar holds the third base. He's got a layer on the way. He's droning up now. Excellent defense from Solar. herO started doing things really well, and then he just stopped microing well. He just stopped. He just stopped microing effectively, and now this is Solar's game in hand. herO's going to try to make it happen again, but I mean, in order to make this happen, you need like perfect blink micro. Even now, losing a Stalker, he does snipe down 2 Ravagers, which is very good. Oh, but he's going to lose a lot of Stalkers on the retreat. One of them already falling. Got the retreat once more. You see a War Prism into the main base. Does drop down 2 Adepts. Will be able to grab a couple of drones. But yeah, in order to make that 6-gate blink Stalker play work, you have to have perfect, truly perfect micro for a very long period of time. And unfortunately for herO, he didn't. It is really difficult to make that work. DT will warp in, but there's an Overseer. Ooh, this is cute. Oh, 2 DTs in the War Prism, 1 on the right side. Oh, barely keeps the War Prism alive. Adepts at the third base as well as the DT starting to get some work done. But this War Prism, he needs to be risky with it to try and catch up. And he does snipe down 9 drones. 9 drones all told. Pretty good. But it wasn't free. It came at a heavy cost. And he was already so far behind. 4 bases for Solar. herO is getting close to +1 weapons. He does still have a strong army. Is there Roach speed? No. Hasn't even started yet. But there's a lot of Lings here. Ling, Roach, Ravager going to be good against these Stalkers. Ooh, herO blinks back with everything. And there's no Oracles to cover this. He didn't open Stargate. So he's going to lose 3 of the Stalkers on the retreat. Nice Corrosive Vial trying to kill the Observer, but obviously it won't connect. Still no Roach speed. That is a problem for Solar. He's got to get that up and running. Ooh, herO going to try and snipe this hatchery. Will get it, but it's going to come at a dreadful cost, I think. Well, he only loses 1 Stalker so far. Never mind. Good job from herO. We'll lose maybe a few more on the retreat. Good War Prism micro so far. And he gets back to the safety of the shield battery. Excellent job from herO. He caught Solar a little bit out of position, and he gets a pretty big punish. Like, Solar was only a little bit out of position, just a few volleys on this hatchery. herO's right back in this game now. Right back in this game. And maybe even, like, it's even on economy. Upgrade's pretty nice for, yeah, I would say this is pretty close to even. 2 Immortals, third one about to pop out. Now, there's no meaningful splash, which is a problem because Bane speed is done. Roach speed has finally been started here. Oh, War Prism. Still alive on 9 HP. herO really getting some razor-thin opportunities and some razor-thin damage. Like, if this War Prism goes down when it has the 9 HP, Solar can focus all of his attack on the front, and he probably saves that 4th base. Now, it is up and running again. Just finished once more. You can see the drones that were long-distance mining have finally actually rallied to this location. Solar does still have a big timing. +2 melee Bane speed. Funnily enough, Roach speed about to complete, but it's almost pure Roach Bane Ravager. Force Field's going to try and come on in. There's no Archons here. And +2 weapons not yet done. Good Force Fields on the back line, but the Banelings are going to connect. There's enough of them to blast through the Stalkers. We got a counterattack on the other side of the map. Immortal is going to fall. Zealots. Oh, nice hold position on the drones around this spine. The hatchery will fall, but herO is going to lose probably 2 bases. And I would probably the game, to be honest, behind all this. Stalker's going to warp on in. Will that be enough? I don't think so. I do not think so. Zealots in the main base are trying to make things complicated. And they are. Oh, he didn't even get to hatch. Oh, he had it surrounded. I thought he was just going to kill it. I thought that hatch was dead. It should have been. herO had the full surround with the Zealots. He actually didn't finish it off, though. Obviously, you can't blame him too much. He was focused on the defensive fight, but the result is that Solar... I mean, now the game is completely over. Before, it was a tough game for herO, but he clawed his way back. Now he's down 12 workers. He's down 60 army supply. He's down 2 bases, soon to be 3, potentially. Oh, this DT does slip into the 3rd base location. But 3 drones is not going to be enough. Not even enough to justify its cost. herO doing pretty much everything he can. And disruptors, if there's one unit that can bring you back in a game like this, it is the disruptor. And there's no hive tech. Like, this is... no, there should be no way. There should be no way. herO trying to take the base on the right side. Disruptor shot. Oh, right, gets a couple of Ravagers. First Disruptor, though, is going to get surrounded. Second one. Oh, battery overcharged. There, he does pop it. But he's going to lose all the Disruptors. And it's too much. GG. Solar takes game number 1. All right, here we go. Spawning down in the bottom left for onside gaming, it is Solar. In the red. And his opponent spawning up at the top right for Dragon Kites gaming, it is herO. In the blue. And he is going to send an instant probe. I wonder if Solar's going to do the same hold drone. Okay, no, he is going to go up to 16 drones. If he had gone for a 14 hatch, he would have gotten blocked. The probe got right to here, just as Solar got to 16 or 200 minerals. He would have had 300, obviously, and it would have been just too late. So it's a good thing that he didn't go for that. herO? Yeah, he really wanted the hatch block this game. He sent this probe so fast. Yeah, once again, like the positioning for that Blink Stalker all in, that 6-gate Blink Stalker all in, the high ground is really strong for a play like that. But like I said, you can't lose anything. And if you're not going to be super confident with the Blink Micro, I mean, you're not going to have a good time. Now, herO, obviously, that was just game 1. I still do like that he went for something like that. And if he turns that game around, if he does end up winning that game, after a failed 6-gate Blink all-in, Solar's mental is going to be in tatters. Like, you crush the first attack, and then you lose from that position, you're going to be feeling really bad about that. As it is, he might not even be feeling great about the fact that the game was close. I know I wouldn't be. I would be a little bit frustrated by that. I'd be like, really? Like, I hold this highly dedicated all-in, and then my opponent still makes a game out of it. Now, granted, obviously, there was a lot of stuff Solar could have done a little bit better to defend. You know, he could have shut down the DTs a little bit more effectively. Maybe Lings could have denied the third base a little bit more, but it doesn't change the fact that, you know, like, it is a frustrating situation for sure. Now, obviously, if you can just put that out of your mind and focus on, like, yeah, I defended that, I took the game, blah, 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 good stuff. That's probably the right mindset, but we're all human. We are going to see herO trying to utilize this high ground position to be a nuisance. You can, of course, hit the mineral line from that. I feel like players don't use this as much as they should. Gerald. Oh, nice job right there from herO. Gerald is a player who uses it very effectively. He gets a Spore Crawler morph, and he kills off a drone. Getting an early drone, very nice. Solar did try and get into the main with the first Ling. Adept. Oh, they're going to shade to the left. They do narrowly avoid the Lings. Oh, this is not in position. herO, please, no. Okay, well, we got drones on the other side of the map getting picked off by the Oracle. Oh, there was an opportunity to go through there. Warp gate not yet done. There's only the one Adept. The other two Adepts moved over to the left side. Cute unit movement. Good job from herO getting 3 drones with this first Oracle. If Solar had initially run into the main base... Now, obviously, he doesn't know that herO's Adept is out of position, but if he had tested the notoriously flimsy herO wall and had found it wanting, he maybe gets like 4, 5, 6 probes in the main base with that. Oh, Adepts. Ooh, they are going to get into the third base. We'll find 3 drones. Nice job. herO is getting some effective harass done, and now he actually supply blocks Solar pretty significantly. Oracle's in the main base to grab a couple more drones. herO is doing a good job with the early game harass here. Nice warping with the Adepts. Solar will get the wraparound. But this is going to be able to buy time, at least, for the Oracle to come back home. A good stutter step with the Oracle. Grabs a couple extra Lings. Solar going into the fast Evo chamber. Going to be fast +1 melee, of course. Mas Ling. Ooh, double Oracle. Once again into the main base. We'll grab a couple more drones. herO's doing a great job. Really great job with these Oracles. Yeah. I mean, all the little interactions are going in the favor of herO, even if nominally. Ooh, does he have enough for a revelation? Yes, he does. I like that very much. Can herO keep tabs on this and see where the creep tumor goes down and try and snipe that? Oh, he can get the Oracle, in fact, or the Queen. No, he can't. Surprise, 2 queens from the right. But he does get the creep tumor. Quite a little skirmish going on over that creep. Good job from Solar to keep it alive. And, oh, look at this. We've got Charge +1, Templar Archives, and the Dark Shrine. The high and Dark Templar getting together. Gonna try and catapult herO to a Game 2 victory. Lings. Once again, gonna look for a gap in the herO wall, but it's fine. Ooh. I don't know if I like 2 sentries warping in here. Probably could have gotten away with just warping in an Adept. Oh, no, that was a Zealot that he warped in. Oh, okay. Okay, it was 1 sentry, 1 Zealot. Okay, I'm fine with that. For some reason, I saw the sentry's energy bar and just assumed it was double sentry. Okay, I'm very glad that he didn't warp in more than that. Still, good little counterattack from Solar. Forces that warp in. Now he does scout the Zealots. He's already building roaches anyways. Is this going to be a big 3-base commitment from herO? He has stopped at 66 probes. And And he is... Oh, he's going to find an opening on the third base. But, yeah, the queens are pretty close to being in position. Oh, there's no spore at the natural. Oh, but herO wasn't paying attention. He ends up losing one of the oracles, actually. Maybe focused on the big attack. Solar just got away with a lot there. Still hasn't added on a spore in the fourth base or natural. War Prism coming on in. herO trying to take the top left base, it looks like. What is this counterattack? This is weird. Where's the War Prism? Okay, just on the left side. herO is adding on +2 weapons and a robotics bay. But he needs to take this fourth base. This is a very late fourth. 8-16. That is super late. Solar has been freely mining off 4 bases for a decent bit of time. Obviously, losing those oracles, not ideal. Scouts in, does see that there's no hive. And I mean, if there's no hive, you can be pretty sure that it's just going to be a big Roachbane Ravager attack. But behind this, Infestation Pit starts up. Solar is going to try and put on some pressure at the very least. Ooh, Zealot's getting set up on the left side. Good Zealot on the War Prism, or pardon me, on the Watchtower here. Solar will see these Zealots coming. They didn't circle around to the left the way they could have. Meanwhile, War Prism dropping into the main base will get dealt with, it looks like. I think that's enough roaches. Should be. Oh no, he shoots his own queen. That makes it not enough roaches, potentially. Oopsie. Little oopsie there from Solar. Does stop in time to turn it back around. But you got to be careful. Happens even at the absolute top level. Little misclicks. I mean, StarCraft 2 is a stressful game. Good job from Solar to prevent it from becoming an actual problem, though. Look at this +2 melee and Baneling speed timing. Now, there are no Banelings on the field. Colossus, oof, couple of swipes, 7 dead Zerglings. Looks like it's going to be a Greater Spire potentially here from Solar. Oh, 3. Is this meant to be Dropper Lords? It'd be cute if it were. Got a lot of Banelings morphing in here for Solar. Zealot drop on the right side. Yeah, we'll clear out the Watchtower. Here comes a big Archon charge lot timing. It's just one Colossus with extended thermal land. Second one is joining up. And there's a third one being built. Meanwhile, Zealot drop in the 5th base. Going to be a real nuisance to deal with. Oh, we got herO re-engaging. He's going to try and get in here. There's no Vipers. So the Colossus are going to be very effective. Solar's going to feel compelled to give up this base. And herO hits at a seemingly bit of a random timing. And it will do very well here. He did see the lack of a hive, though. And he knew that Vipers were probably not going to be on the field for a while. 12 drones go down. 3rd base falls as well. And now behind this, herO is securely on 4 bases himself. He can start up a Stargate transition. But will he? Or will he just try and jam this game home with a big ground army? He might be able to do that. He does need to make sure the Vipers aren't going to be a problem in these fights. Because, I mean, if you eliminate the 3 Colossus, it's just mostly Archons. Ooh, DT's in the fight. Okay, he's going to warp in the Archons into DTs, or DTs into Archons. Colossus really raining fire on his opponent. There is a disruptor here. He did survive, but it will get taken down. Eating a lot of corrosive vials. There's just too much here, though. herO going to crush through with the ground army. And takes a bit of a messy game number 2. All right, here we go. Game number 3. Spawning down in the bottom left for onside gaming, it is Solar. In the red. And his opponent, once again, sending out a very early probe. It is Dragon Kitesy Gaming's herO. In the blue. And yeah, that was just a lot of things going well for herO there. He started off with some good early game harass. Got a few drones here and there. Picked off more drones with some adepts. Once again, just kind of here and there. It was good. It was good stuff out of herO. Solar will get hatch blocked here, and this time he is going to go for the 16 hatch at the third base location, right on time. But part of what it feels like maybe threw Solar off a little bit was those early adepts. Like, things started off messy, and they continued to be messy for the majority of the game. Now, if I'm Solar, what adjustments am I making in this game number 3? Game number 3. Not too sure, honestly, because it feels like altitude should be a good Zerg map, and it was Solar who was kind of on the back foot for most of it. Maybe, I don't know, just play like Dark, you know? Just win the game. Why doesn't the Zerg simply beat the Protoss? You know? I do think, though, like, on altitude, one of the big advantages is taking an early gold base as the Zerg. You can just pump out so many units, so difficult to deal with. herO, though, is a player who's got a lot of different weapons in his arsenal. Oh, look at look at the probe. Oh, can he get enough stutter step? I think he's gonna kill it. Oh, will it regenerate? Oh my god, it just regenerates enough. Whew. Oh, Ling gets into the main base. We'll get a scout. Will be a bit of a nuisance. Probe is... Oh, I was going to say Probe is going to win this fight, but Solar pulls back. We'll start regenerating up HP, but more than anything, just being a nuisance. Adept threatening to shade forward into the main base will not do so. And already, a little bit of a better start for Solar. Doesn't lose an early drone. It may not seem like much, but yeah, having a clean defense early game really feels good. Now, that's not to say he won't lose anything else. Oracle is going to get spotted by the Lings. That's very nice for Solar. He'll know what angle it's coming in from. Oh, as I say that, herO does try and rotate, but Solar, Overlords, great position on these. Oh, could have found a drone perhaps, but it's Lings on the other side of the map that get in on top of an Adept and distract herO. And already a fair bit of damage to this. Hey, thank you for getting to level 5. Whomstever that was. Thank you. Oracle still hasn't found any damage. Really well done. Solar distracting quite significantly. And even forced the Pulsar Beam to be used. Yeah, this is a much better early game for Solar here. Already, he hasn't lost any drones yet. Oracle is going to try and find a stasis ward in the main base. We'll be able to get it up, but it is going to get denied before it can actually do anything. Meanwhile, Lings, looks like they did get deflected, and he didn't actually kill anything. Solar focusing on the stasis ward maybe a little bit too much. Loses all those Lings for free. Well, I was just talking about how this was a good early game for Solar. Not so much now. Still decent, but less good. Behind this double Stargate fleet beacon, we're going to be seeing carriers, almost certainly. 4 Adepts going to try and get in on the left side. Solar had to build a lot more Lings. Ooh, herO going a little bit too far onto creep. We'll try and get a cancel on the 4th base. Can he? Yes, he can. Nice job. Nice job from herO. Solar. Oh, he actually only was able to get 1 adept. Can he run down the rest, though? I actually don't think so. 7 lings. No, 8 lings? 7 lings. 7 lings. Ooh. Oh, it looks like he's lost track of the adepts, so they will slip out to the left side. Solar trying to track these down. He doesn't want them getting into a base undetected. These little skirmishes from herO. Really quite a nuisance to deal with. Is he going to shade forward? Yes, he is. Oh, no, no. Oh, okay. Huh. All right, recall. Interesting. Solar. So the thing about all of this stuff, it's all inconsequential in terms of the actual damage. But what it is doing is it is keeping Solar from scouting. It is kind of occupying his attention while these carriers get out. Still Solar. Ooh, he might be wanting to go for mutas anyways. I don't know if this is a reaction. I think this is proactively going for a Spire. But he is going to scout in here. And we'll see the... Well, he first sees the first carrier pop out. And we'll see continued carrier production. Drones on the other side of the map. Oh, the adepts slip in. The lings are so far out of position. After the recall, he was not expecting these adepts to be on the other side. This is going to do so much damage. Oh, man, this is really big. Shade forward into the main base. So many drones going down. I said it was inconsequential. This is not. This is highly consequential. And the consequence is that Solar is in so much trouble. First 2 carriers crossing the map. It will be Blink and +1 behind this. Stasis Ward does get avoided, but how many queens do we have? We got 7 queens. Not a lot of spores on this third base. Well, 1 spore on the third base. Not a lot of queens on the third base. Spire is done. 7 corruptors on the way. herO doesn't know about the Spire. And now the queens all consolidate. They will actually get a fair bit of damage to the carrier. But funnily enough, it's all shields. Ooh, stasis wards. They catch 2 of the queens. It's not going to be too great, though. herO is backing away. Oh, does see the corruptors. He did lose 1 of the oracles to the queens when they were trying to drop their mass stasis ward. The stasis wards were really cute. If they were a little bit further forward, he might have shut down all the queens. And then maybe, you know, he gets a fair bit done. Oh, no. No, no, no. Please. Wait, how? How did 1 interceptor pop out and start shooting a stalker? What? How did... What? It was... What? What did... Literally 1 interceptor pilot was just like, that stalker slept with my wife. This will not stand. And he got his revenge. Nobody sleeps with that particular stalker's wife and gets or that particular interceptor's wife and gets away with it. A huge +1 blink stalker carrier timing. Yes, you heard that correctly. The weirdest army comp, but would be very effective. Oh, stalkers, a couple of them not getting blinked back here. But they're kind of fine. A lot of the transfuse already being used up here for Solar. Solar is really in some trouble. Army values massively in favor of herO here. And herO just staying at the edge of creep. These Roaches and Ravagers do not have +1 weapons, so they are better upgrades for the Protoss. The carriers just being kept in reserve for if and when the Corruptors overcommit and go down. Oracle will get sniped. Here comes the fight from the carriers. I don't think there's enough Corruptors now. And the Roach Ravager has been getting battered on the ground. I think herO's just going to do it. Huge blink forward. Will avoid the Corrosive Biles mostly. The carriers, they are having a bit of a tough time against these Corruptors, but now the Stalkers will get here to cover them. 2 of the carriers have fallen, but the Stalkers on the ground, they're going to be too much. herO will take game 3 and puts himself up 2-1. All right, here we go. Game number 4. Spawning up at the top left, he needs your energy. For onside gaming, it is Solar. Currently down 1-2 and on the verge of elimination. And his opponent, he's cooking. Spawning down to the bottom right for Dragon Kites gaming, it is herO. In the blue. And that is a really cool timing that herO went for there. The 4-carrier rush into Blink Stalker all in. Solar was not able to defend. And yeah, herO gets the job done. Solar goes for the 14 hatch this time. He says, nuh-uh, we're not doing this, herO. You're not going to be able to get the hatch block against me. And Solar won the game where he denied the hatch block. The games where herO got a hatch block, herO won. So, I mean, it looks like we're already going to game 5. We don't even need to play it out, do we? It's pretty much over. I don't even know why they're still in the game, to be honest. herO should have tapped out by now. Haha, it's dead by so funny. Memes. Solar will drop the pool a little bit late. So 116, but it's faster than it was in game 1 where it was like 120. So, yeah, it's kind of fine. Kind of fine. And once again, there is a little bit of a cost for going for the 14 hatch. herO trying to be as much of a nuisance with this as he can. He's already mined the minerals. So he's just trying to still deny mining by zapping away at the drone. And he's doing a pretty darn good job of it. Somehow hasn't taken hull damage either. God, this is actually such a pain. Oh, herO, even when he mines this, oh my God, he's so good with the early probe. It's just, it's frustrating. It's obviously not much real damage, although it is a little bit. You know, let's say you have 10 times a drone that would have been mining stops mining and attacks. Each mineral trip lost, that's 50 minerals. Now, the math doesn't quite work out that way, but it kind of does on these close mineral patches sometimes. It's probably closer to like, you know, that would probably equate to like 43 minerals. Ooh, a hatch block coming on in. Solar only building 2 lings. Doesn't go for the traditional 4. And the Adept, oh, this is a great start here for herO. Solar will take this base on the other side. It is a viable base at the pocket location. But this is really annoying. This is really annoying. And Adept will be occupied here. But if it sticks around, it's going to be a dead drone. Now the Adept, oh, he should, no, herO. Get right up against this. Right up against this. And block it entirely. Yeah, he could have gone on top of this and stuck to the extractor, and then the drone would have had to pop out when it was canceled, and then when it was canceled, he could have killed it. So, sorry, when it was canceled, he could have moved on top of the extractor, blocked the rebuild. I would have liked that a lot. But as it is, Solar gets away with the drone. Meanwhile, Void Ray opening this game. Standard third base timing for the Protoss. Would have been really nice if he could have picked off that drone, but instead, kind of, I wouldn't say wastes the build, but wastes a small opportunity. Now, obviously, I'm talking about, you know, a little bit of an advanced play, but it's herO. He can definitely pull that off. Ooh, drone. That will be able to morph into a spore, and there was enough queens to cover the spore crawler. Ooh, Oracle. Nope, not going to be able to find these drones transferring. We'll find a couple of spore crawler, or a couple of creep tumors, I should say. Good defense so far from Solar, though. I would say great defense, even. Hasn't lost a drone, just that first Overlord and a couple of cancels on buildings. And, of course, it is worth it to cancel an extractor a couple of times if you save the drone. Each extractor cancel... Well, the first one's actually worth 2 mineral trips, but then the next ones are worth less because it's 6 minerals a pop. So the first one is 2 mineral trips, and then the second one is a third. Third one is a fourth. Fourth one is a fifth, and then it resets again. We are going to see an Adept Shade forward coming into the third base. Going to try and open things up in the natural for this double Oracle, and will be able to do so. Oh, very nice Oracle micro there from herO. And now he gets into the main base. There's no Spore here. This is magnificent damage. Oh, a little bit of miss micro there, but part of it was that Solar pulled the drones and made it a little bit more difficult to go after. Solar getting caught being greedy. Oh, unfortunate for herO. He tried to get back in here and snipe down the drones that were low. Still does find 4 additional drones. And this was a very effective bit of harassment, but it could have been even better. Unfortunately, the drones regenerated enough HP, or fortunately, if you're Solar, for that. Now, behind this, are we just going to see a big Blink Stalker all in? He's got a robotics facility coming on in. Still building probes, but it could be a Warp Prism and a bunch more gateways. We'll see in a moment how many gateways he does elect to go for. Ooh, drones getting caught. Okay, he does pull them away. Good mineral walk. Stasis Ward does get triggered. Only catching 1 drone. Ooh. Adepts getting back into the third base. I think these were the Adepts that were recalled before, so they've gotten a lot of damage. Oh, and now the Overseer in the middle of the map. Oh, if he'd... Well, he doesn't even need to flick on Prismatic Alignment. He'll just kill this. Oh, Oracles in the natural. Take a bad route. Get in range of the Spore Crawler, and it was one of the low HP Oracles. Not the worst thing. It's still a better early game for herO, for sure. But it could have been even better if he just didn't lose that Oracle. He didn't have recall available because he recalled the Adepts. It's actually still on cooldown for a little bit. Behind this, we're going to see a Classic play, which is to say a play from Classic with the double Robo facility. Now, if it's herO, obviously it's herO, with it being herO, this could be Disruptors. I do hope it's Colossus, because I think that's a good way to play it. I think mixing that in from time to time is a very wise decision. Good micro here from herO, just picking off a couple of units and a couple of creep tumors, utilizing the blink micro very effectively. Obviously, it's easier to just blink back in clusters than it is to individually blink micro. And sometimes making things easier for yourself is, well, it's just valuable in its own right. No units being produced off these robos yet. Okay, there we go. There's the Colossus starting on up. We will see a scout coming in from Solar. And he, fortunately for Solar, oh no, he changes to Disruptors. Okay, well, they do build faster. Is this in response to seeing a Hive? No, because he hasn't even seen the layer finish yet, technically. Okay, now he sees the Hive on the way. Oh, Solar, another misclick in the main base. But once again, it's relatively small potatoes. Only for a little bit of time. Vipers, though. Vipers, so funnily enough, Vipers are... make the decision to go for Disruptors instead of Colossus better, because the Disruptors just build faster. So you can get more of them out, so there's more targets to abduct. Whereas if there's 4 Colossus, 2 Vipers really gain value quickly. Oh, nice snipe on the Overseer. herO will try and kite back. He's losing a fair number of Stalkers, but he's trading reasonably well. Oh, that blink forward. Was that a little bit too bold? I would say so. He loses 2 Stalkers for it. But the Oracles are really pounding away at this Zerg army from above. And yeah, the Disruptors, they're much easier to reinforce with. Oh, Queen's off creep. Oh, they are going to get caught here. They will find 1 Oracle. But losing 4 high-energy Queens is certainly not worth killing an out-of-energy Oracle when you're on the verge of potentially getting knocked out right here and now. Disruptor shot will get avoided. Vipers. Oh, they're trying to bait a blink forward, I think. Good positioning from both players. Nice abduct on the first Disruptor. Second one getting grabbed as well. Main speed not quite done. Oh, that's a huge Disruptor shot. Second one is big as well. Solar is just going to get crushed through. Meanwhile, there's a War Prism in the main base. Zealots finding a huge amount of damage. Main fight goes in the favor of herO, and herO will crush it in game number 4 and takes down Solar 3-1. If you enjoyed that game, enjoyed that series, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We'll catch you on the flip side.